Welcome in, everybody. It is another wonderful Tuesday land that I love. This is the next to last edition, guys. Next to last. And as always, I've got the wonderful Cathy from My Hobby Home here hanging out with me. She's
Hello,
working on hers as
everyone.
well. Hers is up behind her. Mine is laying down over here. I will grab it here in a little bit after we do these blocks tonight. And we've got Melina, Judy, and Linda in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone.
We're glad you're here to join us. Tonight I am doing, for my last block of the quilt, I'm doing the broken dishes block on page 18 and 19. Pages 18 and 19.
And I'm trying to get my chat up, so y'all just bear with me for a moment. I always have to plug my tablet in because I always forget to plug it in and charge it.
No worries. No worries. That happens. Hey, Dawn, welcome in. And Katie from Greenland Quilters here, and Zaza. Glad you guys are here. Agnes, welcome in. You're a new subscriber to me, I believe, or if you're not, you haven't chatted much, so welcome in. I'm glad to see your name in the chat. And yes, thank you, Judy and Katie. They are reminding everybody, hit that thumbs up like button. I appreciate it. YouTube will appreciate knowing that you guys actually want to be here. We want to be here, so we're glad that you want to be here. That helps us out a lot, believe it or not. So we have tonight, we are both doing our last blocks. I'm sorry, Cathy, I've not even let you talk. I am sorry. Go right
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
please.
I'm doing the Union Square block on page 88.
Ooh.
It's kind of like the weather vane block, but it is just a little bit different.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I did
Yeah.
Union Square or not. Hey, Melanie, welcome in. Ray Ann and Gladys. Glad you guys are getting into the chat. Thank you so much. I
Now I'm
appreciate it.
getting my chat up where I can see it.
Oh, and I just realized
Zaza.
I forgot to send a group chat thing that I was supposed to be sending the other day. I will get to it. I guess tomorrow. The lady that's in the chat that knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. Welcome in, Chloe and Wendy.
Wendy.
Glad you guys are here. Thank you. Everybody's getting in here pretty early. I like this. I like this. All
Or
right.
either we're getting here late.
Well, either is reasonable to expect right about now. I've been binding quilts. I've got 2 of them completely bound. Let's see.
Hey, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie. I thought I said hi, but welcome in. And Andrea.
I think you did. I think
Yeah.
you did. I was
Glad.
in the midst of getting everything brought up on my tablet.
Andrea, sewing while watching. Perfect. And then, if you were previously a moderator and you did not come in with your moderator blue, you should have your moderator blue now. I don't know where the hiccup started, but I'm stopping the hiccup now. trying to fix the hiccups.
So you're on the struggle bus too, huh?
I am. And guys, welcome in, Cindy and Rita. Welcome in, both of you.
Hey, Rita. Hey, Cindy.
I realized while I was working on putting binding to the front of all of my quilts that I'm putting up for auction for the 29th, I realized that I really love the one with the Minky on it. So it is going to be the last one to auction off, but guys, I really want to keep it. I really want to keep that quilt. It is going to be so hard for me to let that one go. It might get
so that means if you're on it, you're gonna have to go high.
Yep. Hi, Candace. Welcome in. Wendy says she's going to miss Thursday nights when the quilt is finished. Well, don't worry, because coming in September, we are coming back with a new night and a new member coming to join us, and we are going to be working on Yuletide Sampler 2. Welcome in, Katie Crafts. Glad you are here.
Hey, Katie.
I do need
Melanie.
I do need to reach out and get a confirmation on how much the kit is going to be for Yuletide Sampler 2. So if you want to buy a kit, I do have a vendor who is going to be providing kits for Yuletide Sampler 2. So if you want the kit, yeah, there's gonna be a kit available. I just got to get with her and check how much it's gonna cost and get pictures and all of that. And I told her she has until the end of the month, so it is still in the works. Ooh.
Yeah, I still don't have all of my fabrics picked out either. So
Well, if you want a kit, we know where we can get one.
I already have like 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards of fabric. Let's see, where are they at? I've got everything stacked up over here now. I knew if I put a table over here, it was going to get stacked up.
Oh, yeah. Flat surfaces attract clutter.
Actually, I have 5 yards.
Oh, yay.
And this is actually called Yuletide Forest.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I was like, oh, that'd be so pretty.
Welcome in, Debbie. Glad you're here. Andrea says that YouTube is doing it to her again. She did not get a notification for this live, but it was on her feed. She seems to not be getting notifications today for some reason. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Judy says she is saving her.
Sometimes you have to go in your settings
Yeah.
and make on your phone and make sure or whatever get your notifications on, because sometimes your notifications can be silenced on your device.
Yeah, that is very true. And Judy says she's saving up her money. She wants a kit. I do not blame you. I so want a kit. I have my fabrics picked, but you know what? I really do want the kit. And it won't be achievable right now, but I so want that kit. Rita says YouTube is not given one notification today. Speaking of, I don't know that I have gotten any notifications either.
I got a notification on it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
On this one. Yeah.
Okay.
But you need to go in on the lives. You need to go in and click the notify me to get that notification.
Yeah, sometimes that extra little step makes all the difference in the world. Sometimes it does. Hi, Teresa. I think you're new to my channel. Welcome
Teresa.
in. Glad you're here.
Debbie. Yeah, Rita, have you been on the lives with William and Jess lately? I've been missing y'all. I have not been going on because I've been back at work this week. Yeah.
I haven't seen Rita over there. I was there Monday night. I've been trying to make it to every Monday night. Sometimes I'm a little bit more successful than others. Oh no! Katie says she knocked her water glass over. Luckily, only a little bit of water spilled, so glad her blocks are in plastic bags. I am with you. Oh, and Zaza hasn't gotten any notifications either for YouTube.
Huh.
So maybe just, YouTube decided to take the day off.
Well, I know I had an update today on YouTube and my phone.
Gotcha. Rita says she has not been on those lives. She's been super sick. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, my grandson has had strep.
Oh,
and he came and visited me Monday night, and I've been having like severe stomach pains since then. Well, they started Tuesday evening and lasted all the way through yesterday. I mean, even when I went to bed last night, I was still feeling like I had bubble gut. So I was like, oh, this just don't feel good.
No.
So, I mean, there's some bad stuff going on right now.
I've been feeling a little bit of that going on too here, so I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know if it's from drainage, because I've got a lot of sinus drainage going on right now too.
That makes sense. Whew, I got flying geese left. I've got my half square triangle started. I've got my square and a square started. Now I got to start my flying geese. I I'm going to miss being on Thursday nights with you, Cathy, during August, but I'm going to spend that
Oh
time catching up.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm doing. I think July has been the most productive month for me though, because think about it. I'm going to have my Saturday sew along is going to be completed. Um, my land that I love is going to be completed. I just bound my Battenberg.
You're just knocking it out of the
Rita,
park.
Rita, the flying birds.
Yep. Yes, Wendy, we are working on Yuletide Sampler 2. It is a pattern by Shelley Kavana, and it's available at Cora's Quilts as well as several other places. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, did I not? I don't think I put the. I don't think I put a link in. I needed to have put a link in, guys. I'm so sorry. Um, but it is Yuletide Sampler 2. It's got a lot of different stars to it, and it's got trees on it. Um, but the pattern is by Shelley Kavana. That's what we're starting on in September.
And
Katie's,
there are templates.
there are some templates, but they're not bad. You can also get the Tri-Rec ruler set
Yeah.
and do it that way. Yeah. I am going to be doing it without the ruler, and then Alicia and Cathy both have their rulers.
That's
Uh,
the ruler set.
yeah.
I
Oh,
got
okay.
the ruler
Good.
set. Got
Yep.
the ruler set and the pattern at Barn. What was that called?
Barn chick
Barn Cow.
quilts.
Yeah, Barn Chick Quilts.
Barn chick quilts. There we go. Let's see.
That's it.
Yeah, bad words,
That's it.
flying birds. Yeah, no. Um, nothing. Okay. Yeah. I
Thank you,
can't say
Chloe.
anything.
It is a
Uh,
lot of work. I've been doing a lot, trying to finish a lot. And I found my preppy quilt,
ooh,
the
good.
other sew along that we did.
Uh huh.
And I don't know how I don't have that bound. I thought I had it bound already. I just
Oops.
thought it was put away in my Christmas box, but it's not.
Oops. Well, I've
And I
gotten
don't remember if I bound my what was the most recent cotton cuts?
Wild
Not
West.
Wild West, yeah. So I just recently, I don't remember when I bound my Wild West, but I had that one done too. I got the Tree of Life and the Wild West done.
I've got four. Let's see, one, two, three, four. Yeah, I've got four quilts that are going up for auction left to bind. I've got the binding sewn
Wow.
to the front of all of them, but I have not sewn it to the back. I'm gonna go sit out on the patio and clip it around to the back because I enjoy getting some fresh air and getting some sunshine
Oh
while I
yeah.
do that. It's
My
much easier
husband
to do in the summer.
Yeah, my husband was telling me the other day that he was on Marketplace and somebody was selling like a bunch of their grandmother's vintage quilts. He said they it was like 10 quilts and they sold them for like $100.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, you didn't buy them? He's like, you don't need more quilts. I'm
Uh,
like, need and want are two different things, and sometimes want exceeds need.
yeah, in that one, want definitely exceeds needs. That's crazy. Somebody got a
Pam,
deal. Hi, Pam. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
yeah, there was an estate sale close by, like within the past couple weeks,
Uh huh.
and I noticed in the pictures uh, that the lady put up that there were some like vintage quilts in it, but I did see some Fat Quarter Shop sew sampler quilts in it too. So
Oh,
I was like, oh my goodness! So this is somebody that has quilted,
yeah. Well,
but
I got. Go ahead.
they didn't have a lot of quilting stuff. They had several sewing machines,
Yeah.
but they didn't have like a long arm or anything.
I I did get told that I will have a commission coming in. They were ready to go ahead and give it to me. I said, no, wait until September. I'm not ready just yet. So I will have a t-shirt quilt commission coming in September.
Oh,
Um, so we'll just get started on Yuletide Sampler, and then
yeah.
I'll turn around and get started on the mystery quilt in October.
Oh,
So
wow,
say again.
Zaza. Zaza's husband found her a vintage
Oh,
former Soviet era kid sewing machine.
that's awesome.
You can find some super deals on Marketplace.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes. I was looking there. There's a group around here, and one lady, she's just the biggest angel in the world because what she does is she collects all the information about all the different garage sales for the weekend. And so she starts posting them. And of course, some yard sales open up tomorrow. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or just Friday and Saturday. So they're already opening up tomorrow. So I was already looking at, is there one I need to go
Yeah.
to? Let's see. Welcome in, Melissa. Glad you're here. Uh,
Melissa.
let's see. Pam says that she was at church group this morning and they were given a large donation of fabric, and it was an unquilted, or in it was an unquilted double wedding ring. I gave $35 donation for them to buy batting and brought it home. I love
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Oh, and Zaza says that machine is looks brand new and it's immaculate. That's amazing.
That's
That's
great.
absolutely amazing. Um, so I actually do have a double wedding ring that I was gifted by the same people that are commissioning me to do a t-shirt quilt in September. Um, they gifted me a double wedding ring that's purple. Like the background fabric of it is
Oh,
purple.
wow.
It's lilac purple or pastel violet or whatever. Hi Jennifer, welcome in. It's like one of
Hey,
those kinds of.
Jennifer.
It's one of those light colored purples. I love it. I still need to quilt it. I have no idea what I'm going to quilt on it yet. I'm so nervous. And I
Yeah,
get
I
my.
haven't decided what I'm going to do with my grandmother's quilts yet either. I have a whole box of quilt tops, and I have some
Oh.
squares too. I have there's a lot of loose squares that all
Uh,
they need to do is be put together,
oh.
and I just haven't decided what to do with them yet. I
Uh,
guess I need to get to them first. I need to get what I've got going on done, get it down to only like 2 or 3 projects going on at the same time, and
oh,
but
I.
I'm one of those that if I start something, I try to always finish it, but I'm like I like to show it all on YouTube,
Yeah.
and people don't want 10 days of the same thing.
I
So
know
it's like,
that
well, I'm going to get it done.
that is the hard part. That is the hard part.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Chloe. She's saying, Pam, wow, lovely. Please share a pic when you have time. Yes, absolutely. Put that picture up in um, the Facebook group, and it can be a show and tell because that's going to be a lovely find to share. Even unquilted, it is going to be got to be a lovely, lovely quilt. All the time and effort that goes into a double wedding ring. Speaking of, I still need to work on temperature rings. And I need to work on my 365 quilts. I have got so many. I think I just need
They,
to sit down and cut some stuff and get it prepped and ready.
See that's what I had to do the other day. Just pull out everything that I've already started on so I
Mm-hmm.
can see exactly what I have started. I have so many things I want to do, and I already have them backed up. Some of them backed up, like all my scrap stuff over here. I've got it laying over here on my Aki quilt so I can cut it into pieces. And that hadn't happened either.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even remember what the sew along was that I did that looked like houses. I'm trying to think about. But it somebody had done a block like that off of something else, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh
But
gosh.
of course, the pattern I had was free.
Oh yeah.
It was free. It was free. If it's free, it's for me.
I
And
love. God.
I have a bunch of the end pieces of the fat quarters over
Oh.
here. They're almost. They're not. They're longer than a Jolly Bar, but
Okay.
they're only like 4 inches.
Oh. That's
They're
perfect
the
size
length of the
scrap.
fat quarter, but like 4 inches wide.
Awesome. Zaza popped a photo of the machine in the Facebook group.
Oh,
And if you want to do so and tell for that, that is absolutely fine as well, Zaza. Pam says that she will post the photo, hoping it motivates her to get the long arm set up. I hope so too. She says she would love to hand quilt it, but she has one that her mom started hand quilting, so she needs to finish that someday. I'm with you on that. And then Wendy has a question. Tammy, when you do a t-shirt quilt, do you have to use a stabilizer because of stretching? Great
yes,
question. I have a
I
not
do.
so I have a not so clear answer. So, depending on the layout, yes and no. Um, if if I can't handle the stretching, then yeah, I'm going to interface everything. Welcome in, Jess. If I
Hey,
am going to
Chris.
if I'm going to Tetris it together, I don't interface it. And I know that kind of breaks the rules, but I also don't use a straight stitch. I do like a stretch stitch on my machine so that when the t-shirts stretch a little bit, my stitches stretch with it. The primary worry about doing it non interfaced, um, bear with me just a moment, but the primary reason for not doing it interfaced is or the primary concern with that is because the t-shirts do stretch and move as you're going, and you really don't want that. I'm going to go stop the rainbow real quick. There we go. All right. And Sandy Ryan, welcome in. I think first time I've seen you in my chat. Glad you're here. And Carrie has joined in the chat. Welcome in. Glad you're here as well.
Sandy?
Yay. And
Yes, we like to tell stories, Sandy. We love telling stories.
we do. We do. And Andrea is just trying to keep up with the chat and the captions at the same time. Well, I'm glad I
Oh,
have
yeah.
captions working for you. Oh, that would be a challenge if they weren't. Oh, Melissa saying
That's
that
your mama.
Sandy is her mama. I love it. I love it.
Hi,
Uh,
Carrie.
so glad you guys are here. Y'all are blowing this out of the water. Thank you so so much. Next week you get to see both of us working to put our borders on. So
Yes.
you'll get to see how we do that. Um, Rayanne says that she got an AccuQuilt, but she hasn't used it. I think I need a lesson on it. Bring it on the Wednesday thing. Bring it. Let's see. Zaza says she is totally in love with her little machine. I love it. I love it. And I am so excited to see all the new chatters too, Chloe. It is so fantastic. So glad to see all of you. I love seeing the channel grow. We are at, as of earlier today when I checked, we were at 780 people here. So that means I am 220 away
Yeah.
from being able to monetize, guys. So where YouTube actually pays me just for existing. So we're wanting YouTube to pay me
And
for existing.
that's always nice. It does kind of help with a few of the things. So,
Hey, I could buy a new pack of needles. I'm almost due for needles.
oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh, Melissa.
oh, perfect.
Don't watch me. Please don't watch me. You'll learn what not to do.
Oh,
Because
come
I have
on.
to break it. I break that scenery for out a lot.
Oh, well, mine's got her own name. Mine is called Jackie. So, I do break my seam ripper out, and you guys will learn very quickly when I do and don't want to fix something.
Oh,
you'll you'll figure
Sandy,
it out.
I'm not popular. I don't know. Tammy may be popular. I'm not popular.
Oh, I'm
I just
not
get
that
on here,
popular.
I say, I chit chat. Y'all probably learn more than you should learn about me in my life, but I'm an open book. I'm
Carrie,
just one of those people.
Carrie, you are officially not allowed to change that name. I just swear. So Tuesday night, she was in my chat, and I believe it was Tuesday night. And instead of typing border, she typed hoard, and or her phone corrected her. I don't care. At any
Yeah.
rate, I love it, and it's gotten me laughing so hard every time she does it. And so yeah, she just said she's trying to decide if her niece's quilt needs another hoard. So if it needs another border, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Okay, I've noticed on this
Okay.
block,
Uh huh.
they do not.
Are they giving trim
I'm,
up?
I'm looking. I'm looking to see here. They do not tell you to sew two of the blocks together.
What page?
It's 88 and 89 because
Okay.
I'm supposed to be making an hourglass block and I know how to do that, but I was like looking
A.
to see if they said anything. It's A and F,
Yeah. Yeah. It's on page 89.
but look how they're telling you. They're not showing you
Yeah.
making your half. They're not showing you to make your half square triangles.
Oh, they
Yeah,
aren't.
nowhere they're showing you to make your half square triangles on that.
No, they didn't.
I even looked over here. I even looked over here on 88 to where they were telling you to do your B and G.
Yeah.
Because it tells you to do your B and G. And sometimes they'll show a picture of it and just not put it in the writing, but you see the
They
picture of it.
they they did miss that.
They missed that
Oops.
100%.
We found a typo. Let's see. Oh, Sandy says she's here all
Oh,
the time. Okay,
Melissa.
gotcha. Let's see. Where am I at? Andrea says she's not putting a border on her. She's just doing a wide double flange binding with red, white, and blue. She still has to quilt it first. Oh, no worries.
Oh,
That
that's going
sounds
to be
gorgeous.
pretty.
Um,
Melissa, okay. You're talking about your Tula Pink quilt. Have you seen the Tula Pink's new Christmas line? Gorgeous, beautiful. And I'm not one that normally likes Tula Pink. I mean,
well,
her stuff is normally just too out there for me. But the new Christmas line, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful.
well,
So beautiful. I
I'm
love
gonna
it. But
you.
I
Uh,
love the pine and berry also.
well, I'm gonna have a Tula colorway for my mystery quilt, right?
Okay. I won't be one picking it.
I
See,
well,
I
I
have some Tula fabric and I just couldn't figure out a way to use it that I would like.
oh yeah,
So
I understand that.
I I didn't do. I actually sold it in a D-stash.
Aw, thank you, Chloe. She says thumbs up for Tammy and Cathy. I appreciate it. Wendy says she's been making baby quilts, an airplane, a giraffe, and then a lamb. I just finished a bigger child's quilt. Cats and pajamas. Oh, cats and pajamas. I love that.
Be
I haven't done
careful,
that one.
Rena.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Please be careful driving, Rena. Only listening, no watching. Melissa says she can't wait to order the Tula Pink kit for the mystery quilt. She has so much Tula Pink already. Follow her on Instagram, and she's obsessed. That is perfect. I knew as soon as my lady said she was going to offer a Tula colorway that it was going to be a huge hit. Um, the whispers right now is that we're going to have a Christmas colorway. and we're going to have a fall colorway, and looks like we're going to have a red, white, and blue colorway.
Oh.
Possibly. I don't know for sure. I won't have anything for sure until second week of August or so. Oh, Wendy says that she always checks the pattern correction page. Important to do. Yes, it is. It is. Zaza says she only likes some Tula Pink, and she's not a diehard fan. I am not either. But that's why I left it up to the fabric gurus. If you own and run a quilt shop and you stock fabric, you are officially a fabric guru in my book. Because all I know is I go in and I buy what I like. I don't go in and want to try to pick out fabrics. That would be a horrendous career for me. I would only pick out colors that I am drawn to, and that would be successful in some ways, but not in a lot of other ways.
Yeah.
Melissa says she
Now,
loves the
this is
gray
for the
works that's coming
Yuletide
out soon
sampler or for your mystery quilt?
for my mystery quilt.
Okay.
Now the lady who's doing the Tula Pink colorway is also the one picking the fabrics for the Yuletide sampler as well.
Okay.
So that will be the same shop, but it's not going to be Tula Pink for the Yuletide sampler.
The only thing I don't want in a kit for the Yuletide sampler is that blue. I just I don't know. I'm not real crazy about blue for Christmas. I'm more of a traditional. And I know I say that, and I just said the Tula Pink's Christmas line was fabulous. And they have like different colors, and they actually kind of have like cartoonish looking characters on it, and I'm not normally drawn to that either.
Yeah, I'm not either. I will get to your question here in just a minute, Linda. Welcome into the chat. And Carrie says that she picked the fabric she likes, not necessarily by designer. Same here. Andrea says she's going to have to skip the Yuletide sampler so long. She has too much going on from now until the end of the year already, and just the pattern is beyond her budget, let alone a kit. And the mystery quilt is going to be free, so you can pick fabrics from your stash. You would not have to pick a kit. You don't have to pick a kit for Yuletide sampler, but there's a lot of different fabrics in there, or a lot of different fabrics in Yuletide sampler. So that's why a kit is a little bit easier for those who may not have enough of a stash to sew from.
But
and then
a good thing about the Yuletide sampler is you do several of the same block, and they tell you all the fabrics you need for that one set of blocks. So if you want to purchase your fabric as you go, you have like does it say like block one or month one, or
it's like
it
that.
says like block one or month one, and it just tells you all the fabrics you need for that month.
Yeah,
And I think that's probably what I'm going to do for like the snowflakes that have that blue, because I really do not want blue. Now I do have this right here that I found. I'm trying to get it out from under stuff without everything falling. I found 2 panels, and then I know there's got to be at least 4 yards of each of these fabrics.
Oh yeah, easily.
So, and this is not really the blue, but it's kind of a teal color. So I may do that. I don't know. I may use that in this quilt. I may not.
Well, let me go back to Linda's question real quick. She is saying she loves flange binding, but she is asking what is double flange binding. It is very much like the name implies. What you do is you've got that one flange that you're putting in, but you're putting another one in before or between those two. So you are creating 2 different pieces that are going to give you that texture at the edge, that little extra lift and dimension.
Yeah.
I've never seen a triple flange, but I have seen double flange. Now you can also do a faux flange binding, where you were attaching two bindings together, and I mean
Yeah.
they're going to be sewn flat instead of actual flange where they flop up or whatever.
Teresa
How
and Lissa, I agree. I like Cave.
Yeah.
I like, and he is similar to Tula, but I
Mhm.
really like I like to back my quilts in Cave.
Cafe is really busy for me. I do have a couple of Cafe fabrics that when I picked them up, I had no idea that they were Cafe fabrics.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of Cafe fabrics. He's not my favorite. Tula isn't my favorite either. I tend to go for, believe it or not, guys, I tend to go for print on print, like white on white, black on black. I tend to go for things like that. And I tend to go for grunges and modeled
Yeah.
fabrics. I don't tend to go for bold prints usually. It is
I
really
tend
hard
to
for me to
go for
use some bolds.
Sweetwater. I tend to go Sweetwater or Bunny Hill Designs. I love Bunny Hill Designs.
Yep. I mean, there's some gorgeous fabrics out there, guys, and there's a lot that you can do. And I do tend to go towards batiks and flat prints, like solids. I tend to go towards those kinds of things. I have never done reproduction at all. I'm not sure that I could get behind doing reproduction. Um, however,
So
one of the quilt shops is.
would
Go
that
ahead.
be like the French General?
Yeah, Civil
See,
War reproduction.
love
Yeah,
French.
with the
I love
cheddar,
French General.
the cheddar and the navy colors.
Well,
Um,
this isn't navy. This is French General. The line that I got has a lot of burgundies in it.
oh yeah, definitely burgundies. Definitely burgundies. Rita says she thought she was the only one that did not really like the Tula. No, there's people all over the country, all over the world that are going to either love or hate it. You are not alone by any means. Zaza says she doesn't like some of the new cafe that are pale gray. I prefer the brighter cafe. I think the newer cafe would probably actually be something that I could get behind.
Mm.
Welcome in,
Okay,
Denise. Glad you're here. Let's see. Husband not working has made it hard for Andrea to afford what she already planned for this year. Committed to the cotton cuts mystery before he lost his job, and that's going to be tough for me. I understand that. I do. I
I know
went.
I should be sewing, but I'm pulling stuff out, talking about. I think no, I thought this was a cape,
And it's
but it's
not.
not.
Oh, okay. Um.
It's
Oh,
QT fabrics. QT fabrics. I got this
yeah.
at my local quilt shop, and I thought it was K, but yeah, I like K for their their backings. Like this fabric, this next fabric I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah.
Well, the next two fabrics. I like things like this as backings for
Yeah.
quilts,
Oh, yeah.
and things like this for backings.
Yeah. The super busy things, the super busy prints work really well for backings. They hide any discrepancies in your stitching, all of that kind of stuff. Um,
Yeah, and I like a grunge for a backing
oh,
also.
I love grunge. I
Yeah.
love grunge. Katie says she likes French General, but she'll pass on cheddar. She says cheddar cheese, yum. Cheddar color, nope. Right? Zaza says she likes French General, but she doesn't like a lot of burgundy or brown Civil War fabrics. See, same thing there. Um, yeah, Andrea, Chloe says that she's sorry to hear about the budget cuts at your house. She's like, being on strike going on 11 weeks has cut her sewing budget too. Yeah. Um, guys, I went from having income. I'll come back to it in just a second, Melissa. Um, I went from having my income to not having my income from December to January. So starting in January, I have not had any of my own income all year. So my budget for being able to do things and go places and all of that has been severely limited. So I'm trying to be as accommodating as I can with everything. So Melissa's question was, Cathy or Tammy, when are y'all going to start the next so long? Is going to start in September. We are discussing it on August 3rd. The three of us are getting on together, hanging out for a little bit, drinking some tea, maybe some wine, sharing girls' time and stories, and then we are going to figure out, what days we're starting. We're gonna hash it all out, and all three of us will be on the same page before we get things going. So
yeah, and y'all, for me, I'm pretty much easygoing. I'm just not available during the week. Thursday is my Friday because I only work 4 days a week. So you know, Friday at from 6 on, I'm pretty much good until Sunday. And Sunday I'm not available until after 3. Um
So
so
yeah, we're working around Cathy's and Alicia's work schedule times. Since I do not have a work schedule time, my schedule is fairly open, not completely, but fairly open.
yeah.
So I'm working around their schedules. Melissa says that she is going to join us. Yay! So you
Denise, that's right. The
so
sew along that we're doing though is going to last almost a year, Denise, but you can sew it however fast you need to sew it.
yeah. Yeah, see, Denise, the sew along that Cathy and Alicia and I are going to be doing, the Yuletide Sampler 2, go ahead and get your pattern now for it. If you want to do that one with us, if you're sewing along with us, that one is the one starting in September. Then I have a mystery quilt that is starting in October. The clues are going to be released on the 15th of each month. That is as much as I'm going to tell you about it as far as that's going. It's going to come out around 60 inches square.
Oh, Melissa and her mom are going to join us.
Yay! That is awesome.
Yay.
Yay. Yay, yay.
And I like how we do the sew alongs. They're slow. We can take our time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a rush. And I always say this over on my channel, guys. So if you don't go to my channel, I'll say it here. It is not a race.
No.
It is sewing. It's not a race. No, completion is our goal, not perfection, but it's not a race.
Yeah.
And that's not, even though I have like 4 or 5 quilts down here that need to be finished, that's okay. They'll get done eventually. This year, next year, next 5 years. Sometime they'll get done, but I'm not going to worry about it. So,
All right. I do have my block ready.
girl, I'm not even starting.
You've been chatting. That's all right.
I'm still trying to do this block
You're good.
because
You're
it
good.
doesn't tell me what size it's supposed to be. First off, it didn't tell me what I needed to do, so I could have had
Yep.
it ready. Instead, sit there and tell me. But I have been talking on other things too.
Yep.
I've been squirreling. I have been squirreling. I know. I do that. I'm good at that.
I love it. Rita's like, clue. Not a good clue that it's going to be 60 inches square and that clues are coming out on the 15th of the month. She's like, that's not a good clue, Grumble. I need clues. Well, the first clue will be released on October 15th on my channel. And the next thing that I can give you guys, you can use between 4 to 6 fabrics. So when I give you the yardage, I will also do a video about it. So you'll see it here first on my channel. But when I give you the yardage information for what you need, you can do it out of 4 fabrics or 60 inches. Or, sorry, 4 fabrics or 6 fabrics. Denise's comment of 60 inches square is good for her came through right at the right moment. So my 6 got inverted into a 60. I love it. Oh, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun quilt. Everybody who has seen it likes it. They fell in love with it. The blocks are not all the same. No. What blocks? What blocks? There's going to be units that you're going to be assembling. You're in some months you're going to assemble partial units. In other months you're going to assemble the full units. It just depends on the month. And yes, I do already have it laid out. So there's going to be 11 months of clues. Month 12 is the final reveal. So September will be the final reveal of it. And those who are coming to the retreat in September of 2026 may get a sneak preview. I may hold that last clue until the people who are here for retreat get to see it and start assembling. So we shall
Yeah,
see.
just so everybody knows, I do not know what her mystery quilt is. All I know is it's got some flying goose in it.
Maybe.
And I'm not good with flying geese.
Oh, this you'll be
I
okay
think you
with.
have to get the papers. Just
Oh,
tell me what size they're going to be, and I'll get the papers.
there's not papers for this.
Oh goodness.
This is not a traditional flying goose that's going to be in it.
Okay.
But that is not the only block that's in it.
Yeah,
I
I
will
know,
I
but
will be
I'm still not good with flying geese.
oh
They traumatized me.
this you will be okay with. This is a make it and trim it. So it will be fine. I love it. So Rita had said earlier, let me see, is it Mr. Green with the rent in the library from the game Clue? Katie Crafts just came back with her guess is Professor Plum in the library with a candlestick. Um,
I
my
love
thing,
playing that game growing
my
up.
oh, you know what? We ought to play that at the retreat. That would be fun. Um, Mine was I always guessed Professor Plum or Miss Scarlet. Those were always the ones that I would guess. Rita says she likes making flying birds, just likes giving me a hard time. I know. I know. So Carrie was asking, when is the retreat? September 2026. Beyond that, I do not have an official date yet. Oh, I did not leave my calendar where I can see it. Let me grab the calendar on the computer and I can give you an idea of when I'm looking for. Let's see. Scroll down to September 2026. So we are looking at the, the 15th occurs on a Tuesday. So I was thinking about doing a Wednesday through Sunday retreat. So if I do that, we would either be doing the 9th through the 13th or the 16th through the 20th. That's about the time frame that I'm looking at. Some things around here shut down around the 21st of September because weather. And so I don't want anybody stuck here not knowing like if they're going to be able to make it home because their flight, would get canceled or I don't think we'll have bad weather, but one thing I've learned about Wyoming is you plan for having bad weather and you rejoice when you don't. that is the game plan. That is the game plan. All right, so those are pressed that direction. So this one needs to be, please tell me that I put enough on here. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm sitting here double guessing myself.
Well, I'm sitting here pressing out hourglasses, so
Yeah, I haven't
take me a little while.
I will have information on exactly when the retreat's going to be. I'm expecting by the end of August here. So sometime beginning of September this year. Judy says we will all have to move in with you. If I'm still in this apartment, we're gonna be sleeping on top of each other. I hope you know how to build a bunk bed. because there's no floor space. There is not enough floor space. My brother-in-law is going to be here in a few weeks, and there's not enough space for him to be here either. So yeah, we're being creative. Let's see. Pam says, "How far are you from Denver?" I'm not sure about my financial resources for that. I am about 4 hours from Denver. Let me grab the screen, and I will double check just to make sure, because I know that my brain remembering might not work as well as. And I'm going to go to the Denver airport just to be the easiest, because that's, obviously would be where people would be coming in at. Driving from here to there, we are looking 3 hours and 45 minutes right now. So just go ahead and round it to 4, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I hit a key. I don't know what I hit. So, all right, let's see. Home safe. Yay, good job, Rena. She says the only slowdown she made was to watch a mama deer and 2 babies was when they ran into the woods. Oh, that'll be awesome. And yes, that's exactly why I wanted to give you guys the information now, Carrie. She says that'll be plenty of time to plan. That's exactly why. Because I want you guys to be able to plan for it, because I know me going to Road to California, if I did not start the planning process back this past January, that there is no chance I would make it to Road to California this upcoming January. So I knew that I had to start it that way. Seattle to Denver is an easy flight. Yes, it is. Now, Denver, they do fly Denver. No, the retreat's going to be here in Wyoming. Yeah, 4 or more depending on traffic. I-25, it can be awful. It's not as bad as I-80 is, but we have an airport here in town. So if you can fly into Denver, you could catch a connecting flight to Casper. So we do have an airport here in town. It is on the west side of town. And I will say flights into town or out of town are frequently delayed. It's not uncommon, but you don't have to necessarily fly into Denver and then drive up here. You could actually fly directly up here.
My question would be, how long is the drive from here?
From where you are?
Yeah, because I
All
would
right.
drive.
Okay. That works. Let me do it, because I know where you are. And I'm going to give you a ballpark. Let's see.
Because I know from here to Tulsa, Oklahoma is 9 hours.
Okay. You are, let's see, Google Maps. Speed of Google Maps, guys. 20 hours and 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
That
that'd be a nice road trip for
that
me, wouldn't it?
that would be a drive and sleep, drive and sleep.
Well, I have been trying to convince my husband that I need a box trailer
Ooh.
to convert into like a camper.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I've
Hi,
been
Robin.
doing, not being able to sleep here lately. I've been watching videos on converting box trailers into campers and car camping.
Oh,
All the things I know better that I ain't gonna be able to do, but I want to do.
Rita, welcome in, Robin. Glad you're here. Rita says no flying for her. She's not allowed on a plane. Pam says she would only drive from Seattle if she wasn't alone. Well, that's a perfect time to pick someone up and bring them with you. Convince somebody else they need to do the retreat with you. Melissa says, Cathy, it's a 25-hour drive from Alabama, and she says that you can ride with her. So from where my parents live, it is a 24-hour drive from there to here. So you must live in South or very eastern Alabama. Let's see, or closer to Montgomery or something like that. It's actually not any cheaper to take a trailer than to drive and stay in a motel. That's true. Hi, Joy T. Welcome in. She's not feeling well all day. Oh no, lurking while she's laying
No,
down.
Dorothy.
Hi to the chatters. I'm so glad you are here. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I hope you feel better soon. It's not good to feel not so hot. Um,
We were talking about that earlier.
and Carrie, I love it. She has decided that her niece's quilt is getting another hoard. Welcome in, DJ. Glad you're here. Thank you for joining in tonight. I appreciate it. We are having a good time. Oh, you're in Mobile. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. See, you could drive to Cathy's, spend the night, and then y'all get up and leave and make it a 2 day trip driving. And just remember, it's a 2 day trip driving back down. Everybody is talking about coming to Casper, Wyoming, Robin. I am hosting a retreat coming up September of 2026. Um, and my mystery quilt will end in September of 2026. So those of the retreaters who make it up here may be getting an early, or they will get the clue, the last final clue. They will get it before everybody else does, just for being a retreat member. So even if normally I would have already released the clue, I'm going to wait until the retreat to release the information. Yes, Pam says Casper, Wyoming retreat, September 2026. And Chloe says it's a 30-hour drive for her. She is in Rhode Island. Carrie would have an
Wow.
even longer drive. She would be coming from Maine if she is taking the drive. We do have some people in Florida, but I don't know all of that. Rayanne says she would love to be able to put faces to names, love to get to know everyone at retreat. Rayanne is one of my locals here, guys. So you would get to meet her. I'm quite sure it's Kennedy will make an appearance, as well as quite a few of the other local quilters would probably be here as well. Am I going to show what the quilt looks like, then give clues? So what we're going to do is you are going to see what you're going to make that month, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. So I will be making 2 additional mystery quilts during the year. So I will make one that is, okay, this is what you're making. And then I will make one that is, here's how you make this piece. Most likely. I think that's how I'm going to do it. It's a 24-hour drive from Ohio for Teresa. Robin says she loves Casper. She'll be coming from DC. Yep. Rita says she has no face. Love it. We are all over for sure, right? Right?
Yeah.
So the nice
But
thing
that's the fun about having retreats, though, is you get to meet people that you wouldn't normally meet, from
mm-hmm.
all across the states. And
Yep. Andrea
um,
says she's got to go. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for being here, Andrea. You have a great
Andrea,
evening yourself, please. Try to be lower stressed if you can. I know that's not always easy, but definitely give it a good shot. Give it the good old college try, as they used to say.
I'm trying to get this done within the hour. We got 3 minutes.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We can run. We can run late. We can run late. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not rushing you off. We're not
right.
rushing
I'm
you.
telling you, my day tomorrow is going to just torture me.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, I didn't get to go get my oil changed last Friday, so I've got to do it tomorrow. I've got to do it
Gotcha.
tomorrow. But then my grandbaby's coming to stay the night,
Oh, yeah. That's gonna
so
be.
I've got to get my house ready for him. And he's never stayed overnight before. My granddaughter has.
Yeah. Well, I've got a question because Rita says she's going to wait until 2026 to see the quilt before deciding if she wants to make the sections. Um, and I feel like you're going to miss out on a lot doing that, but that's just me. That's just me. Um, but here's my next question: How many of you would make it 120 inches instead of making it 60 inches square? So how many of you would make a king size version? Melissa says
Me,
retreats are so. You would?
I would.
Yay. Okay. I will put some instructions together because the fabric requirements are going to be slightly different than just 4 kits. It's not going to be different by a lot, but it's just going to be different by a little bit. Retreats are so fun. My mom and I will have done several with our gills. Awesome. Oh, Kennedy is in the chat. She says, yep, she will go. So guys, if you want to meet at Kennedy in person, that's where you're going to do it.
Yes, it's Kennedy. We got to meet in person. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that I'll make it. I hope I can. I hope I can.
I hope so.
Because, well, we down here,
well,
we don't know what's going to happen that time. Oh, girl.
I'm not trying to rush you. Just want to show you. I got my block put in. And it's in where it goes.
Now, this one here, is it just the block in like the corner, Pete? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
you've got
2 triangles.
Yeah, you've got the half triangle piece. So you've got the white and the red.
Yeah.
And then you've got the red at the bottom, and then you have the corner. Chloe says she is not going to make the mystery a king size. All right, fair enough. Oh, thank you, Judy. She says pretty.
Now,
Carrie,
I don't need a king size. I mean, I would make a king size, but I normally tend to go around 110.
Gotcha. Oh no, Wendy says she just lost her internet connection. Ouch. Let's see. So Carrie's gonna try to make it king size. So yeah, I will put together instructions for if you are going to make it king size, because that is another set of instructions that I need to do slight adjustments for. It's not big adjustments, but just slight ones. And I'll double check, because I wouldn't really like to do, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Because you can just do 4 of the 60-inch ones and then sew them together, but you'll lose a little bit of the visual interest that I'd like to keep with it. So I don't know. I'm gonna debate on it for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Mom and I don't have size beds, so we'd like smaller queen max. Absolutely. Oh, Carrie says she meant she'll make it to the retreat. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Mom and I don't have king size beds, so we'd like smaller queen max. Yeah. So with the mystery quilt, it would be the same amount of time. You would just be doing a lot of the steps double or quadruple what somebody who's just making a 60-inch square would be. So yeah, there's a few adjustments I'll make to it so I can issue out the instructions, but I have time between now and October to get that done. So I have a little bit of time to work on that. But I will get that done.
I can always do a 60-inch and then do some piano keys around it, or have square triangles.
Mm-hmm. And there will be a little bit of fabric left over. Not a lot of fabric, but a little bit of fabric left over. So you should not run out of fabric. The stores are going to offer oops kits. But I recommend, if you're going to order an oops kit, so you have an extra 1/4 yard of everything that you're using, I recommend that you order that at the same time that you order your kit, so that your oops kit is cut from the same exact fabric. So if the store does run out, then you're not the one trying to scrounge and find fabrics. It'd be awesome to meet as many people in our community as possible, right? It's Kennedy. Pam says king is a bit big for her. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, it would be, a king size is a little oversized. Like, I have a queen size bed, but I would do a king size quilt just so that I have a lot of overhang. So yeah, it's hit or miss. So while Cathy's still working on hers, because she's about to press it, I see it.
Done. Just about
Yay!
done. I'm pressing it.
Well, we can hang out if you want to put the side pieces in the corner and all
Oh,
that
I
on
don't have. No, girl, I can do that later.
it. Okay.
No, I'm good. No need to hold people over.
If you have the book, the Celebrate with Quilts book that this quilt is out of, that this Land That I Love quilt is out of, have you looked at the piece and quilt sampler on pages 150 through, oh gosh, when did they end? I think 161. Have you looked at that? Have you considered doing it? Because I don't need another hole in my head. I really don't need another project. But I'm thinking that I could do this as kind of a fill-in for some of my scraps and just, slowly work on that. Do I really need to do another project? You probably need to tell me no.
This is not one of my favorite blocks to do here. I'm going to tell you that right now because I don't have things meeting up, matching up. It's not there.
Well, 12-inch version of that is in the piece and quilt sampler. Chloe says that she just told her husband today she is planning on going to the retreat. Yay! I like that plan. I like that plan. Yes, Pam says that she agrees. Just need to factor in extra travel time and expense. Yeah, it is. It is. And I am doing my best to keep the expense of the retreat itself as low as possible. I am looking into some alternative options. Okay, so here's a great question. Since I've got everybody on the line with this, and we're already talking about it.
There we go.
Yay! Oh, that's gorgeous. Even we can't see it up close, but it's gorgeous from here.
These two didn't work out real well.
That's okay. It's still
Kind of
stunning.
where you
Yay!
see it.
I like that. Okay, so if you go to a retreat, if there's quilters already here, would you want to share a room? Like, would you not saying, like, go get a hotel room? Instead of getting a hotel room, you'd be staying in another quilter's home who's also going to the retreat for the few that it would be available to do that. I know it's a wild idea.
Thank you, Pam. Yeah, that is a wild idea. Where would the retreat be held at? Would it be held at a hotel or
It's going to be held off site of the hotel. It's not going to be at the hotel.
but is it
So,
going to be close to the hotel?
maybe not. I'm working on that.
Okay.
I'm working
Okay.
on that. So one of the things that I'm looking at doing is getting
Zaza?
getting basically either a ride share or a shuttle set up. And it will run from the hotel to the event center. And then if we have quilters at different homes or whatever, I'm wanting it to also go run by homes. So it would pick you up and go back and forth. So you wouldn't have to necessarily have a car or figure out directions once you get here. Just getting here is challenge enough. Pam says that her second retreat ever had families hosting them. It was fun. Okay. And then, yeah, and Carrie says she likes that idea, but needs to get to know people for that. And that's what I'm going to work on as well. So that's kind of in the back of my mind as an alternative option. So those who like the option and would be interested in it can sign up to offer to host. They'll get a discount on the retreat cost for hosting. And then it helps save the quilter coming in from out of town on the cost of hotel. So, it would be a benefit for both. Rena is asking how she signs up for the Mystery Quilt-A-Long. Good question. I do not have the sign up yet set up for it, but that will be set up by the 15th of August. So by the 15th of August, I will have that set up. And I will do a short and do a couple of announcement things along with it. because I'll be giving you guys your yardage requirements and all of that too. Let's see. Judy says she thinks she would prefer to stay at a hotel, wouldn't feel comfortable unless I knew them. Exactly. And that is perfectly okay. I am kind of in that same boat because I have a service dog and let's say they have another dog or they have cats in their home. That might not be an option for me. So I know it's not an option for everyone, but that is something that may be an option. And I'm going to pitch that idea out. So for those who do want to take advantage of that option or are interested, I can get them connected and help them save some
I'm
money.
with you, Katie. That's my thing
Yeah.
too. And Carrie, well, I don't sleep much either, so I'm kind of with you. I need decompress time. I need quiet. I need to and I don't sleep. I
Ooh.
don't sleep good.
I have an I have another idea, but I don't know if that's going to work. I will investigate it. I will investigate it. Rena says it's 17 hours from Central Illinois to Casper. Hey, you got the shortest drive so far, aside from the people who
Yeah,
are local. Carrie says she doesn't sleep much, so it's hard for her to share rooms. Don't want to keep people up. I understand that too.
yeah. And
Um,
Robin, I think Robin, you're a teacher,
yeah,
correct? And
she
that,
said that's the first full month of school. Yeah, I understand. It's hard to host anything here in Casper during the summer months. So like June, July, and August, because we have so many other things in town. Hotel prices are through the roof because everybody is coming into town and staying at hotels to go do this event or that event, or
yeah,
all of the other events are during the
you need
summer
off
months.
season is what you
Yeah.
need.
So September
Yeah,
allows it. Oh, Katie, yeah, she's closer. She's only 4 hours away. She's in the
yeah,
Denver area. Um, so yeah, it's a lot easier to keep the costs lower by choosing a typical not popular month. And we there is a retreat going on before this, and there's quilt shows after this. So I'm trying to kind of get in that sweet spot. So if you guys wanted to go to a
yeah.
different retreat before this retreat, you could. If you wanted to go to a quilt show after, you'd be able to go to a quilt show after. And I can get all that information to you guys as it comes in to me, because some of it still hasn't happened this year. So I don't know next year's dates exactly yet. So I'm working on all of it. I promise. It's a logistical nightmare, but I am working on it.
I know. I actually had, do you remember Nisha,
Yeah.
Quilter Nisha?
Yeah.
She actually, we were messaging the other day, and because I met her at Kristen's with IC Stars Quilting. I met her at that retreat back in February, March,
Yeah.
somewhere back in. And she actually suggested to me, she said, "Have you ever thought of having a retreat?" And I'm like, well, I had kind of mulled it over in my head, but we really do not have anywhere here that is like a quilting focused place like Stitch in Heaven is.
Yeah.
I mean, they have design walls up on the wall. They have all the extra lights. They have the extra plug-ins. They have the table set up. They have the chairs. We don't have anywhere here like that. I mean, we have a place that has tables and they have chairs, but they don't have rolling chairs. You know,
Yeah.
they have metal chairs. So, but I mean, hey, I've sat in a metal chair and so, but I know that's uncomfortable for some people though.
It
You
is.
know, so I'm like, I would hate to do a retreat and people be uncomfortable, but you know,
Yeah. It's a matter of, we'll be able to do some things, but we won't be able to do everything. Um, but I do have a pitch that I'm going to be pitching before the end of August, to the site who would be hosting the majority of the retreat. So I'm going to be talking to them about their part in it. I've also got a pitch for the hotel and like all of that. Like there's multiple different options, so I'm looking at all of them to see
yeah,
what kind of thing we can lock in. And of course, I know they're all going to go. You need to have a minimum So I'm going to have to decide what that's going to be based off of what they tell me they want as their, their break even. So like I've got all of that working in the process.
Yeah.
So it sure is. It's yeah, it's a logistical nightmare. That's why it wasn't happening this September. When I started looking at it, I just completely looked into it and yeah, no, it could not happen. And hotel usually is the most expensive part of it.
Pam, you're talking about the one at Quitman, Texan at Stitch in Heaven. Yeah, I went to one there with Kristen with IC Stars, and I think it was $1,200 for that
Yeah,
retreat.
it's
And
pricey.
now the one that we went to last year at the beginning of the year wasn't but like $700.
Okay.
And I don't know what the difference was really. I mean, we had great food. She had it catered. And that's one of the things that we don't really have available here is like good catering. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, we've got a great Mexican place that would cater. We've got a barbecue place that would cater. We have a fish place that would cater, but a lot of people can't eat that kind of food,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
absolutely, Pam. Yeah, she's asking if I've thought of opening it to the local guild. So I have locals. Absolutely, they are absolutely welcome to come attend the retreat as well. Um, so I've got to figure out spacing and how big the space is with how many people I'm expecting to have. And I do want to have to I will be putting a cap on how many people can attend, so that we can do all of the
look at Cynthia.
logistics. I know. Welcome in, Cynthia. We're actually about to head out. Just saying.
Yeah, I was slow tonight, Cynthia. I talked about everything and showed everything other than sewing, but this is my blog
Yay. Mine is,
in the
yeah.
quilt.
Yep. Yep. It is in here. Let's see. It's at one of these corners. There we go. Mine is this one. There we go. Now I got it at the right angle.
There
It's
we go.
upside down,
Mine
but
is not in the quilt yet. It will be before next week, though.
yep. So next week, guys, we are sewing borders on um, to these quilts. So that will be what we are working on. We'll have our borders already sewn like together and probably pinned, maybe. I don't know. But we will actually sew them onto the quilts 1 week from today. And that is our last land that I love. But the fun is not over. We are going to take a month-long break. And then Cathy and I will be back with Alicia from Quilty Bird Piecing for Yuletide Sampler 2. It is a pattern by Shelly Kavana of Cora's Quilts. So you have the option to still join in on that. You can go ahead and order your pattern. Cathy is grabbing hers. Thank you so much because mine is buried. That is the pattern that we are
If I
working
can
off
show it to
of.
you.
Yep, that is the pattern we are working on. That is the pattern we are working on together. And Cathy, Alicia, and I will all each have our own fabrics. If you do need a kit or you want a kit for that, I have a vendor that will be offering a kit, a local quilt shop here, that will be offering kits, and she will have them ready by the end of the month. So she will have them ready by next week. So I will have a price for you guys and fabric pictures and all of that, so I can put that up on the Facebook page as well as putting it up on here on YouTube. I will also do some shorts with it so you guys can really get to see those fabrics and see those colors and see how vibrant they're going to be, because they are going to be gorgeous. And I'm kind of jealous. I want one so bad.
Yeah.
Cynthia says, Cathy, I need you to be late and stall Tammy so she goes on longer Thursday nights, right?
That's what I was laughing about.
Oh, thank you, Pam. She says, remember thumbs up all. Yes, please. Please. YouTube likes that. YouTube likes the thumbs up motion. Need photos in the Facebook group of your quilts? Oh, we will. After we get our borders on, We will both lay them out and take pictures and get it up in the Facebook group so you guys can see and compare and contrast between mine and Cathy's quilts and vote as to which one you like the best. Not
Before
that.
we go though, I want to say something here real quick.
Okay.
I know most of you guys in this chat are already subscribers to my channel. If you're not, please go over and subscribe. But I
Yes.
want to say something else about that. Thank you all. I appreciate all of you guys coming to my channel, subscribing, watching, liking, commenting. I hit 3,500 subscribers yesterday or day before
Oh,
yesterday. I
that's
can't remember which
exciting.
day, but I want to thank you all for coming and subscribing and watching and interacting and commenting. I mean, I love it. It just, when I started my channel, I had no idea. I was like, oh, I've got 10 people on there. Most of them were all my family. And I'm like, at least they can see what I'm doing.
There you
And
go.
now I have all of these other people looking at it, and it just makes me so excited that I'm doing something that other people love to do as well. Because around here, when I started quilting, I had no idea I had as many quilt shops as I have around me. I thought I had Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and I knew of one in West Monroe, which is about 30-45 minutes from me. And so that's all I knew I had. But come to find out, in the shop hop, I found out I have about 10 quilt shops
Oh, wow.
within 30 minutes of my house.
Oh, I'm jealous. I
I
have
know, I was
one.
like, go figure. Who would have known that? Well, no, there are some further over, so within an hour of my house.
Good question, Linda. I'm going to interrupt you real quick, Cathy. Look in the description
Oh,
box below here. There is a link to Cathy's channel. Um,
I'll go in and do a
yep,
selfie
there,
too.
there you go. Do a selfie too. Cynthia says she won't be participating in Yuletide Sampler. She'll be in the middle of her move and settling in. She wants to catch us when she can, but she will probably just hang out. That is absolutely fine. Um, So
Oh,
the wonderful thing is that we are taking the month of August off from being live and presenting and all of that. And why
you,
is
Chloe.
yeah, there we go.
I did two exclamation marks.
I was wondering. I was like,
There
why did Nightbot not like that? Oh, that's why.
you go.
And guys, she did not tell me this in advance. So, like, I didn't catch it. So, yes, Cathy, absolutely congratulations. Lots
Thank
of
you.
congratulations. Lots of it. Lots of it. Okay, so what all do we have coming up? What do you have coming up?
I am finishing my sew along this Saturday
Okay.
with the Woodruff quilt. So we will be finishing that up Saturday. That's the hope. But I enlarged mine. The
Oh,
actual quilt is not as large as I wanted. So I added like 2 rows to the side and 2 rows to the bottom just to
okay.
make sure it came out looking right.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if I'm going to get it all done, but I'm going to try. And that's the hope. So in July, I will have my woodruff, my land that I love back here. These will be done. So I'll have two going to the long armor.
Okay.
Um, I just bound my Battenberg. I bound my Wild West this month. I will be binding, hopefully, the Preppy quilt because
Ooh.
I know when I went through up my box of stuff that I needed to do. If y'all go back and look on Monday on my channel, it's all my updates and everything. It's like all my projects that have been started and not finished. And yes, I'm
Oh.
ashamed. I feel shame. But my goal was to get all of those done so I can pull my grandmother's box of quilt tops out. And then I'll start working one quilt at a time, checking it, making sure nothing needs to be repaired or replaced because I know some of the fabrics in it is older than I am. and has just disintegrated.
Yeah.
So I need to do some repairing on that bad.
Oh,
So I'm going to break out her box of quilts and start working on it. That's the goal. But I always say I have goals so I can throw them to the wayside. They don't happen a lot of times.
Zaza's right. She says Cathy's on a winning finishing streak, right? She absolutely
Yes,
is.
I'm trying to get things done. It's just I've realized I've just left too much stuff unfinished and I've got to get it done.
Well,
So for the rest of July and the month of August, y'all may see me doing binding every single day.
oh, I
'Cause
I only have 6 left to
I'm
bind.
quilting. Yeah, I'm actually quilting my smaller projects because I actually quilted my Battenberg
Oh, very
myself.
good.
So, but
Yay.
it wasn't very big. It was only like 50.5 inches squared. So that was not bad at all. I mean, it did test my patience. Even though I have a big neck on my sewing machine, it still is not enough room to be doing no quilting. Uh-uh.
Absolutely, Judy. She says good night all. For some reason, she can't stay awake. Get some sleep. You need it. You have been working
With
yourself
you,
hard.
Judy. With you.
Um, Absolutely get some good sleep. Um, so, oh, that's fantastic. It's Kennedy
Oh,
did the
it's
weather vane block,
funny.
12 inches on Quilt of Valor. She loves how it turned out, right? I
I'm
am
gonna
not.
do the 12-inch block. I'm gonna do okay. So it's Kennedy. I know you have the book then since you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what pattern to go look at. Go look at the Blue Willow quilts on page
She
107.
she already did it.
That is how I am going to do that weather vane block. Instead of using the mosaic block, I'm going to use the weather vane block and I'm going to do it that way.
Ooh,
So look
awesome.
at that. That one is so pretty.
Carrie says she forces herself to bind and as soon as she finishes quilting. So I do better for binding when I do all of my binding at once because then I don't dread it. It's not that I dread binding, but I feel like it's just one of those fiddly steps that I just don't always enjoy doing like all of the time. But when I do a lot of quilts at one time, it's no big deal. It is just, oh, okay. And then I feel super accomplished because instead of getting one quilt done, I've gotten more than one quilt done. So I've got 6 left on my table to bind. 2 of them are not for you guys. They are quilts of valor. Um, but I've gotten 2 bound that are for you guys. So I've got a total of 6 ready for you guys for the auction for Tuesday night. And then I've got 4 more to bind that are going to be auctioned for Tuesday night. And I'm just going to say it again. I love the Minky quilt. I am regretting the fact that it is going to be going to you guys because I just kind of want to keep it so bad, but I don't have a place for it. So I'm going to hug and love it while I bind it. And then you guys will get to have it. Um, Good question. Pam's asking what's the latest on my machine. My machine is ready for me to go pick up. They are only there, the service technicians are only there Monday through Thursday. So I would have had to have picked it up yesterday and I would have had to rush to get there. And I really wasn't in a good place yesterday to have driven 8.5 hours because it's 4.25 up and 4.25 back. And I could have gone today, like I could have left last night, stayed the night, because my husband is up in Sheridan with baseball related stuff. So I could have stayed the night with him and then, shorten my trip up there today and then come back. But I had an appointment this morning and I wasn't going to cancel it. So I'm going Monday. I'm going Monday to go pick her up. And
And Bernina had a firmware update this past week too.
oh, okay.
So
Well,
I got an email about it telling me how to do it. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take it to my dealer. Let them
well,
do it.
I'm going to go ahead and while I'm up there, I'm going to go ahead and have her put the update on the machine. Um, According to what I've been told so far, the problem started because the needle threader sensor got bumped or moved or shifted or something.
Uh,
So
right.
it wasn't sensing what it needed to sense, and that was what was causing the machine to stop. Anytime the machine would vibrate enough, it would stop. So I'm going to test it out before she comes home. So I'm going up there and we will extensively test her to make sure that
Yeah.
she is doing exactly what she's supposed to do. And I'm going to go ahead and have her do the update again. Um, and yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. I am a batcher of tasks. Yes, I am. I am. Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot more than just this. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate when you go also check out Cathy's channel. Go hit subscribe, go leave some comments, bump her above that 3,500. And if you know any friends that haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and ask them politely. Go subscribe to her. You will love her content. I'm 220 away from hitting that 1,000 mark. So any help I can get, I don't mind. But we will see you guys again for last week, or last round of Land That I Love
Okay.
is 1 week from tonight. Good night, Katie, and good night to everyone else. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you later. Bye.